Ariel Helwani in Mexico City for UFC 180 alongside Jessica Evil Eye, who meets Leslie Smith this Saturday on the Fox Sports 1 prelims. And Jessica, thank you very much for the time. You know, when Dana White was here a couple months ago, when they first announced this card, one of the media members said, we want a women's fight on this card. And so he called upon you and Leslie. Is that a vote of confidence in your opinion?
Absolutely. I feel like Mexico's known for its boxing, and I think that he knows that I'm a very technical boxer, and I think what better than to put the Spanish-looking girl on the Spanish card. So, yeah, I'm glad that he did. And plus, I've been harping at Shelby forever to get back in here, so.
It's been a long layoff for you. Last time you fought was in February. Why such a long layoff?
Little injuries here and there, and I need to take some downtime for me. I needed to refine about what I love so much about MMA. I need to settle some family issues that I had and just get my head back on straight and realize that, I'm happy to be in the UFC, but I could care less if anybody else is happy I'm here. I'm here to win, and winning wins fights, and winning gets me paid. So, that's what I'm here to do.
You know, you were dealing with a lot going into your last fight. In hindsight, do you feel like you weren't in the right mental mind frame to take that fight? And it was a big one for you.
Yes. Everything was wrong. Up to the day of my fight outfit, was not my normal colors, was not my outfit. We had to get everything printed in 24 hours. I had a terrible weight cut. I have never had a terrible weight cut like that. That should have never happened the way that it did. So it almost felt like the day that we all got on the flight, everything was kind of eerie, and it wasn't like it was supposed to be. To even down to fight day, that there was just this weird camaraderie in the back room for me, and it just, the stars weren't aligned. And you know what? That's what brought me to that 10-month layoff. And now the stars are aligned. I'm in the best mental place I could ever be. I feel like I'm a woman now. I feel like I came into the UFC as a girl, and now I'm starting over with a fresh start as a woman.
And all that in just a span of a year, because you've only been here a year, but you've been through so much. What's been the biggest difference for you since that fight in February?
It's really hard to understand that, people don't really get to see who we really are as people. They don't know what I went through as a teenager. They don't know what I went through as an early adult. And I think I developed a slight case of Stockholm syndrome in a lot of ways, that I held my father and my family very responsible for a lot of things, and over the last year I accepted them, and I accepted the fact that I'm responsible for my future, nobody else is, and that I have to take my future into my own hand. And there's a purpose why I'm here, and my purpose is to be the next champion, and I believe that wholeheartedly, and I'm taking it on Saturday, and I'm running with it.
I just read an article that was written about you in your local paper about your father, because it's been well documented that you rekindled the friendship with him, relationship with him. He's been going through a lot of health problems, but now you are no longer in contact with him. Why did you decide to do that?
You know what? Old habits die hard, and yet again, most of you guys don't know my story. Fighting didn't just come natural to me. It was something that I felt my entire life. It was just a way to be able to express it. And I love my father. I love my mother. Without them, I wouldn't be who I am. I couldn't enjoy fighting as much as I am. But at the same time, I need to worry about me, just like he worries about him, and just like everyone has to worry about themselves. And I'm so blessed with Marcus Marinelli, Armand, and Bobby Cleo, all of my team that I have, and an amazing younger brother, an amazing older brother, a best friend that travels with me, and I focus on them and their love. And because of that, I've become more of a woman. And that when you have a woman that is straight-headed, she's dangerous, and I feel that. I feel like I'm much more dangerous than I've ever been.
So you go into this fight, and of course, as we talked about, you've been through a lot. Do you feel like you can only put all that to the past once this fight happens? You need this fight to happen, you need something good to happen, or is it already in the past?
No, absolutely not. I dealt with this a long time ago. It's been in the past. I stopped talking to my father back in May. So, it's been about growing. I found love in my life. I found things that were so different. I started working with my new Greco coach, Armand, and his attitude, and just the things that he went through in life, to see him, to look at me and want to teach me things, to see my friends see me developing a new attitude, and them even wanting to be around me more, has made me kind of put my big girl hat on and be like, you know what, there's a reason why I'm here, and there's a reason why I went through those things, because if I wouldn't be in the mental state that I am now. And I'm proud of myself. For the first time in my life, I'm genuinely proud of myself, and I'm glad to stand on my own 2 feet and feel like I don't have any monkeys on my shoulder.
Final thing on the family stuff, are you open to having a relationship with him in the future, or not right now?
Not right now, not ever. I really, it was time that I I put that grave and I put the dirt over it and I just let it be. I will always love my father. I will always love my mother. I will always love both of them. But this time it's about me. I no longer can do the back and forth. It hurts me more and it causes me hate. It causes me to hate life and blame other people. And right now I love the way that things are. And my father understands that. He beat cancer. He's doing unbelievable. And I taught him some things, and maybe he'll be able to finish his life understanding that I at least taught him that, and he could at least be happy for me that I'm doing what I love, even without him.
Same goes with your mother as well.
My mother, she's, we just live in different areas. We don't have a bad relationship, Unfortunately, we just didn't grow up together because of my father. So, I love my mother. We just, we work on it day by day, but there's no force there. There's, she loves me from a distance, and she doesn't force her love or force the relationship on me. I'm here for her when she needs me.
Switching to the fight, a lot has been made of the fact that we're obviously high altitude here, and this can affect fighters in a negative way. You've been here a few days now. What are you expecting on Saturday as far as the altitude is concerned?
I don't know, everybody keeps talking about this altitude thing. Like, I almost expected something, and then we've trained every day, and it's like, what am I supposed to feel? Like, am I supposed to feel something? I started working with an amazing doctor. His name was Dr. Paul, and we started taking a supplement called Isogenics, which is like a superfood. But he also introduced me to beet juice and the understandings of beet juice. So months ago, I started taking beet juice, which beet juice is a natural accelerator for your blood, which helps your blood carry more oxygen, which that's where the altitude affects you, is through your blood, not your lung capacity. So we started doing beet juice, and I'm in the best shape. I'm on weight right now. I only have a couple more pounds technically to go, and I'm going to be fine by tomorrow. And it's not about, fight week shouldn't be like losing weight. It should be about chilling out, relaxing. That's why Mayweather wins fights. He doesn't spend all week cutting weight. He just hangs out, focuses on his task at hand, and kind of developed that Mayweather attitude, I guess, a little bit.
I like it. Smith is a fan favorite because everyone loves her style, like a female Diaz, they call her, right? She got that tough attitude, looked great in her last fight. Are you expecting that kind of war out of her?
You know what? A war can only be taken if you have two people ready to go at war. I'm not going to war with her. I'm beating her. I'm beating her right off the bat. There's no war. There's not going to be a chance for a war or a battle. I'm finishing this fight. I know what I need to do, and I know how to do that. And it all starts in here, and it starts up here too. And she couldn't beat me on her best day.
Final thing, do you feel like you're kind of the forgotten woman right now at 135? There are some contenders coming up, some new people coming to the division, and you're not being talked about as much, perhaps because of the layoff, perhaps because of the last fight, but it seems like you're not in the mix right now. Do you feel like you are the forgotten woman right now?
No, I think that everyone knows I'm still here. I think everybody's just kind of looking to see what I'm going to do. They're ready to see if Jessica Ai has really done what she said in the last 10 months. If she's really put herself in a position where she'll never be forgotten again. And I won't. Look, Muhammad Ali sat out for 5 years. Do you think people ever forgot him, really? He might not have fought for a little while, but when he came back, he was a force to be reckoned with, and the people loved him. And all they need to do is see my face again, and they're going to fall right back in love with me and remember that I have a purpose.
Best of luck to you. Thank you for the time. Looking forward to the fight very much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.